Glitch City, 2070X AD. A city that shouldn't exist, a tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the White Knights who ensure that a corrupt government's laws are obeyed. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find the HallA of the BTC certified bar-coded Va-11. But that's a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. A small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. And it's here where this story unfolds. Alrighty guys, welcome back. It is day 16 of Daily Va11HallA. I hope you guys are doing well and are excited for another episode. It's the day before Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. If you guys don't celebrate, I hope you guys are having a wonderful winter. It's okay to not celebrate. Take some time to enjoy life for yourself. Maybe make some nice food for yourself. Just have a relaxing day. Take care of yourself, right, chat? But I can hope you guys can relax and take care of yourselves by joining me for day 12 of in-game. Main game, I should say. We're gonna have a fun time because I realized something, and I'm gonna tell you guys as soon as we get into the bar. But it's gonna be kind of funny because I've been trying to figure out this problem for a long time now, and I finally figured out the solution by talking to people yesterday. I'm like, I could have done this way sooner, and it probably would have had a great impact on everything. But we'll see how it goes. I might have to turn it off again, but we'll see. It might help. I don't know. It might help fill the dead silence that I sometimes have. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Your account was charged $8,000 as payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Have a nice day. Click to dismiss this message. We're going to quickly check JC Elton's for something because I want to make sure I have it. I do, okay. I have $6,000 in the bank. $6,106 to be exact. Jill says, Bill paid. Forrest says, didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? A good question. A good question. Let's read the news, chat. The Augmented Eye. Update. Lilim receiving mysterious messages, which in an update. By Lana Smithy. It looks like you're able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies. I almost said white nose intensifies, which is pretty funny. End of transmission. Developing. Forrest says, spooky. Jill says, or a made-up story. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year by Lana Smithy. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. Jill thinks to herself, I wonder if she's among those 80. Thinking about Lenore specifically. Model Warrior Julianne returns this February by Lana Smithy. The classic magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Forrest says, is that a tear in your eye? Jill says, no. I'm glad for her, honestly. I love her little rant about Model Warrior Julianne that you get with her in the beer sequence with Dana on day 6. It's just nice for her that she has something that passionate she was about. Even if it still has, like, unfortunate memories just because of her bullying in high school, it's nice that she still appreciates the show for how exemplary and outstanding it was for children's media at the time, which I think is nice. It's really cool. Alright, let's go to work, chat, and I'm gonna show you guys a secret that took me 16 days to find out. Saturday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. Good evening, says Jill. And the secret I need to show you guys is that I'm gonna press V on my keyboard, and then... Ah, hey Jill, says Dana. I finally have the talking sounds. Finally, I brought him back. So one of the cool things that I always forget is that this is this game was primarily programmed in Game Maker for its final release. It was originally coded in RenPy, but they moved over to Game Maker. Sukuban did to make the final game. And one of the final things they did is they had an option to disable the text noises, and one of them comes in the form of the letter V. You can also like change the sound effects slider in your settings menu, but that changes the sound for everything. So glitches, crashes, explosions, gunshots, all that good jazz, as well as the drink noises. So I like to just, normally when I'm doing it is, the reason why I turned it off was when I was streaming this, I thought it was kind of like too much noise for the text sounds to be here, but I think honestly it works better so that it sounds like actually people are talking, or at least that the text is like giving it a sound effect. So I brought it back. It took me a while. If you guys don't like it, let me know down below, or I'll make it an executive decision in editing and stuff depending on how it sounds. But for now, we're gonna roll with it. I want to at least hear how it sounds for this recording. If it messes things up, oh well. You live and you learn. Maybe today's episode is gonna be garbage, but if not, tomorrow's Christmas episode will be way, way better. I promise. Dana says, "How are you feeling?" Jill responds with, "I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess." That's nice to hear. "Where's Gil? Did he run away again?" asks Jill. "Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow." "That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar," says Jill. "Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're going to spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil." "You're the boss," says Jill. "Who's coming so far?" asks Jill. "Well, there's the three of us, the dogs you invited, Titty Hacker. Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you." "Sounds good so far," says Jill. "Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier." "I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point." Also, make sure I'm ready. Yeah, it's day 12, okay. So that's not coming for a while, so I don't have to really worry about that in the moment. Okay. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point." "That's true," says Dana. "I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise." "All right," says Jill. "Let's get ready to rock and roll." We're actually gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna go for... Is it invited? Remember, okay. Sure. Okay. I made the executive decision to not eat breakfast today, and I'm realizing my body's kind of disagreeing with me right now, which is unfortunate, but you know what's going to change that, chat? It's time to mix drinks and change lives. "Wait here, I'll check inside." "Welcome to Valhalla." "Oh, a BTC bar. Sick. Let's go." "Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is?" Why does that place make people get lost so easily?" says Jill. "They should have called it the Minotaur Center." Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. "Thanks." "Go to the right, when you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it." "Okay, here you go. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with?" Yeah, what the hell, I'll have a drink." "What about you?" A Brantini, please." "Right. The girl asked for a Brantini. The little one freaks me out." Alright, let's give her a big Brantini. All aged and mixed, we're gonna go 12. 6. And 2. It's so weird, like, this doesn't, like... I don't know what it is about this Lilum, but it's really... She looks different compared to everybody else, I guess, is my point. I honestly, like, immediately I recognize Deal, I recognize Dorothy as both being Lilum. However, this lady here, I don't know why, she just doesn't click in my brain as being a Lilum. I can obviously tell she is because of the arm joint, or whatever arm apparatus that is. It could be her elbows lower, I'm not sure, honestly. But just for whatever reason, she just looks normal to me. I don't know why. It's very interesting. Huh. Anyways, here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is? Essentia. I get it, you're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yick Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Is something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Huh, she can see, Anna. Anna. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. If it lasts for a fluffy dream, the Lilum still freaks me out. Weird that she, out of everybody, is one of the few that can see Anna. Shit tons of carpentry, let's go. Fluffy dream. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines, says Vela. Probably, You're talking about R&B music, that's cute. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Ah, shit. Boss, Diddy, R&B. I'm coming. You see, Diddy's a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Ah. Oh, God. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that'll be that. You should go check on him, though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time, says Dana. Black sailor uniform? I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla, says Jill. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh, hi, honey. There's Anna. Fitting that she comes right now. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilum just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush, yeah. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? It's a piano woman. Pretty sure, right? Yeah, piano woman. All the age didn't mix. We're gonna go 5 Adelhyde. Oops, that's 6. 5 Bronson. I'm thinking about the 2 Adelhyde, 3 Bronson, and then 5 powder, 5 Lannerage, right? That makes a piano man. But we need 2 powder delta, 3 energide, and 3 Carmatrine? 3 Carmatrine. Okay. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating or were you feeling down? I did? Wait, I did. You actually remembered such a thing. Look at that cute face. Look at that pog face. She's so cute. I gotta get a screenshot of that. I love Dorothy. She's my favorite. She's so sweet. For as sweet as she can actually be. She's delightful, but she's so goofy. You're so sweet, says Dorothy. I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. A literal piano woman? Like... You know what? I probably shouldn't speculate. I'm not going to. Because I don't... Some things I'm oblivious to. And I think this is one of the things I should probably stay oblivious to. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Says Dorothy. Was this supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it. I kind of rushed that sentence because I didn't read the tone. Oh well, it's out there in the world now. Thanks, says Jill. Although I wonder for a while, do you Lilim really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. Drink some water here. So our concept of mortality might be different. Good water. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish on it anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history, says Joel. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can't protect yourself, you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide by only rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd, says Dorothy. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit, though. It was getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if you ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4! It happened once. You'd be surprised at how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah, I can. He's also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like. Okay then. What would Dorothy order? W-W-D-O. What would Dorothy order? Okay, so she's likes... Okay, so if we go off a piano woman, Sweet Promo and Happy, she likes sweet things. She usually gets... I think I've seen her get a Moon Blast before. She likes Fluffy Dreams. She likes Fringe Weavers. And she likes Blue Fairy. I might give her a Blue Fairy, actually. Let's see. Let me look at my guide here really quickly, though. Sweet and girly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think she's actually ordered a Blue Fairy before. But I want to see what the Piano Woman is really quickly. Sweet Promo and Happy. She likes those. Let's see. Fluffy Dream. Sour, Girly, and Soft. Bubbly, Classy, and Strong. Sugar Rush is Sweet, Girly, and Happy. Okay, that makes sense. I could do this one, but I might actually do a Blue Fairy just for a little extra money. And I might make it double. Why not? Okay, Blue Fairy. What about this? Yep, just nice. You always order either sweet or girly drinks. It was a no-brainer. Girly and sweet drinks for a sweet girl, says Dorothy. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman. Look at that. Oh, the little hearts in her eyes. So cute. I love it. I think it's actually, it almost looks like way markers, but I think it's supposed to be hearts. Let me look at it again really quickly. Yeah, it's like a little pulse. I think it's supposed to be a heart. I think it's cute. It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know? And even as Jill says that, I forgot that Alma likes Brantinis, which is pretty funny. I wonder for a while, though, why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course, says Dorothy. Come again? Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar. The way it's insulated from the noise of the city, it's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, it wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom, guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian? That whole thing about someone taking care of a Lilim after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Dead daughter? Ah, yes. I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. You can appear. I don't know if she will. She might. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it on. Let's go some ramen. Why not? I need to dream about instant noodles for 60 bucks. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though, or at least not consciously. At times, she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. She felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing. A daughter, a student, some helpless kid. Oof. I wish I hadn't read that. I wish I hadn't said that so nonchalantly, but it works for her. It just felt really weird coming out of my mouth. Oh, man. It means I've got many clients looking exactly for that. But on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character. Not because I'm the one that roleplays as, you know, oof. Oof. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute. What's the problem with your guardian, then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. That seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking to her? How so? Telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about it, talking to her like that. Doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well, then I'm taking my break. Ooh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You want to come? Really? If you don't mind, talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in alleys. That smug-ass face. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. All right. All right, let's go ahead and save here. It's now safe to keep playing. Look at that little Dorothy. Look at I want to give her a head pat. She's just so sweet. I really, really wish I could get like a full desktop wallpaper of that. It's just so cool. Want one? Says Jill. Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl, says Jill. I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks. No, smoking seriously messes with my English. But anyway, thanks. No, smoking seriously messes with my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophie Graham. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays, she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently, she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. When she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading, fear. Or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Yeah. Wait, read? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. If anybody is having like fun little recollections, I hope you guys are. If you guys have been keeping up with the series, there's so much fun stuff that like builds over time in this story. I love it. Scared or surprised? She's not wrong though. Thanks, Jill. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful if you ask me. So Dorothy's actually your second name. Should I call you something like Becky then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful too. People People have tried to falsify stuff using my name, and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name? Yep. Only my mom, guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow? Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Oh, stop it. It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours? I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? Excuse me, I had a burp there. Think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Sounds too far-fetched. Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all of your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. I didn't remember to buy more cigars. For the bar, or does Jill smoke cigars? Huh. Alrighty, chat. Let's just flip these around. Why not? Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year? Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Alright. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? Let's do... Yeah. My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. That's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Yeah, Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure, something cold per se. Let's do a... Specifically, my guide calls that a moon blast, which feels right. Sweet, girly, and happy. But damn, it's still so sad that this is no relation to the Hadron Cannon you can see on the moon for 1 week every month. I'm never gonna get tired of that joke, chat. I like it too much. I think you'll like this one. Really? So sweet of you. Thanks. So Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And Hero was all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Oh, sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? Oh, they're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Joe? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I'd just stand there without anything to say. That and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute. They don't look cute on me. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms are too thin or something like that. Y'all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Still has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction to feel like betraying her? I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a second. Alright, something non-alcoholic. I'm gonna have to go through the entire list again because I'm always bad with these. I could do a Bleeding Jane. I could do I might do a Fluffy Dream, or I could do a Frothy Water if I wanted to. I think I'll do a Fluffy Dream because these ones are fun to do. I'll do 6. Cool. Here. Thanks. You're not want to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people feel like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy, it'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella's throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now that the White Knights are disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I'm gonna go for truth, yeah. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. I'm sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that Hell and Apollo trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. And that's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Va-11HallA. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? All right. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Perhaps something manly. Let's go with, I want to give him a gut punch. It's supposed to mean a punch made of innards, but the name actually describes what you feel while drinking it. I think this would be good, right? Let me look at my guide really quick. Pretty sure this is, yeah, I mean, it's bitter, manly, and strong. Why is my phone? Oh, it's because the, I don't know why it's happening. Yeah. Example of gut punch. I'm just going to do gut punch for fun. I don't get to do these ones very frequently, I should say. Let's do... I'll do this big. I want to get him drunk, why not? It's not going to actually happen, but I'm going to try. Here you go. Yeah, this'll do. So brought you here. Nothing special, I was just working on the case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Dragging someone, a gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the B2C property law as the walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? You see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Conyavania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Uh-huh. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know? Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? Earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a Cobalt Velvet? Okay. Cobalt Velvet from Mr. Detective here. Alright, all on the rocks and mixed. Let's go for 4. Whoops, that's 5. 6 Flanergide and 10 Karma Drain. It's like champagne served on the cup that had a bit of cola left. Bubbly, classy, and burning. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risk you told me last time? You told me you wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least deliver a message. You could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. God, I love this song. Glitch City's just like powerful to listen to. It's like a power track. Same with like Base of the Titans. Let me take a little water here really quick. I mean, I know what it's like to not be able to find your daughter, says Art. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing, or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight, and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her, says Art. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better get back to work before your trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Asked Dana. Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Well, hold on, wait a bit. I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Alrighty, chat. Total earnings, $31,060. Drinks total, $1,700 today. Zero mistakes, 30% commission for $510. Today's payment, tips of $300. Flawless service bonus of $500. And then Dana says, I know the small party is what you needed, and gives us an extra $300. Today's total transfer is $1,610 for a total funds of $7,716 Demery Dollaroos. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, chat. I will see you guys tomorrow for a Christmas special. Forrest says, a party then. Jill says, I'll bring you leftovers. Be safe, chat. Enjoy your Christmas. I hope you guys get to either enjoy stuff or at least have a wonderful time with yourself and able to experience things that make you happy. Take care of yourselves. Make sure and eat good food. Just have a good time. And you guys can tune in tomorrow for day 17 of Daily Valhalla for a Christmas special. As special as it can always be. Until then, though, stay safe. And as always, words are hard. Remember that it's never goodbye. Just see you all later.